Bonjour Y'all, welcome to Wellness for Everybody. I'm Amanda, and today I'm going to show you some modifications for some exercises for those of you who may have some shoulder issues or wrist issues dealing with push-ups and planks and knee issues for lunges. So I'm going to show you some variations on those three exercises, and hopefully you'll learn something and be able to help you get some more activity in your body. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you some modifications for some push-ups. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is a modification for a push-up, and we're using a wall. And this is very basic, very easy, and the best way to get you started with building that strength up to be able to complete a push-up the correct way. So I'm using the wall. I'm standing far enough away that I can put my hands on it and have a little bit of an angle. And you can take your feet out further if you need to. Put your arms on the wall, and you're simply push and push out. You can move them a little bit lower if you need to. Push. Just like that. Keeping your core tight. And that's your wall push-up. That is your first modification. So the next thing I'm going to show you is taking it down a bit lower using a chair, a counter, a bench, whatever you have available to you. And we're going to show you how to do that modification. All right, so we've got our bench ready. I'm going to go ahead and get positioned, show you how to do this modification. Use it. Again, you can use a bench, a chair, a counter, anything you have. Just make sure that whatever you're using is very stable and it's not going to move on you as you put any pressure or tension on it. So we're going to take the bench, stretch yourself out, just like you're in a high plank, hands firmly planted on the bench, chair, whatever you have. Nice tight core, down, and press up. Just like that. You can do as many reps as you need. If you're starting out and you can only do one, great. The next time you do it, try for two. We always want to try and do 1% better than what we did the time before. So now I'm going to take you down on the floor, show you a couple of modifications there, and then hopefully eventually you'll be able to do a push-up on your own without any modifications. Okay, so we've got our mat down, we're on the floor. The first one I'm going to show you is what people for the most part have always called girl push-ups. I don't like that because there's guys that have the same issue sometimes and can't correctly do the push-up to the normal ability. So we call them modified. So we're going to use our knees. But what I don't want you to do is be just like this because you're not getting anything from that. So you want your knees further back, hands under your under your shoulders, core tight. You're doing your push-up. You're still getting a workout from it. You're just taking some of that pressure off of the shoulders. And I have shoulder problems, so this works well for me for the most part. The next one I'm going to show you can make you get into the full push-up position and just help you a little bit more on that. So we have a booty band. You can get these from Walmart, Amazon, wherever. Usually they come in packs of 3, so there are 3 different sizes, 3 different tensions. You're going to take it, put it on your arms right above your elbows. Get into position. So wrists, hands up under your shoulders, high plank position, and you go down. So now you have the full extension of a push-up with this helping with some of that tension. All right, so those are your modifications for your push-ups. The next modification I'm going to show you is how to do lunges for people that have knee issues. All right, so we're going to do some lunges, making this really easy on people with knee issues. So I've got these yoga blocks. I showed you in a previous video that you can get these from Walmart, Amazon, $10, $12 investment in it, and they can be used for a lot of different things. So we're going to use these to help with lunges. So we're going to put one against the wall, and we're going to take your foot point your toes up to that block. Now, if you've only got one block or you've got a book, if you've got shoes on, you can do this against the wall. The whole purpose of this is to keep your knee from going too far over your toes. All right, the other one, we're gonna put down, and that's where our other knee is gonna go. So we're getting the range of motion without going as far down, and there's something there to catch us. So we're going to bend the front knee, which in my case is my right, and we're gonna drop the left knee. So down, up, down, up. That's keeping that right knee from going too far over and getting too much stretch in that, and it's preventing the back knee from getting hurt or injured from too much pressure in it. So again, down and up. All right, and then you would just switch legs from there. All right, so we've done our push-ups and we've done our lunges. Next, I'm gonna show you how to do some modifications with planks, and then that will be all for the day. So we'll be right back with that. All right, so we're back, we've got our mat down. A plank you can do on your hands or on your elbows, and depending on how you feel with your shoulders will depend on which one is best for you. So a high plank, which is the one on your hands are spread out, wrist is directly under your shoulders, feet go straight back, and you should be a straight line all the way through. You don't want this, you don't want this, it needs to be a straight line, okay? And then there's the elbow, right? So your elbows are under your shoulders and you're supporting yourself this way. A lot of people have issues that they can't hold themselves up. So there's bringing your knee down or alternating knees so you're not using so much pressure away from yourself. Let's use a high plank for example. You're up, but maybe your core is not ready for this. You can drop one knee and then pick it up, alternating knees. And that gives you the workout without quite as much pressure on the core. If you have wrist issues and you can't do your high plank, your elbows, or you can make fists and hold yourself up this way. But your knees are always a great option to be able to help with the core and building yourself up to the point where you're able to do the plank without modifications. So I've taught you modifications for push-ups, modifications for lunges, and modifications for planks. So if you like what you saw here today, learned anything, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time on Wellness for Everybody.